Hey y'all, it's AK and I'm back with another video. For those that don't know, my name is AK Brown and my channel is all about fashion, influence, and creativity. So thanks so much for tuning in. I'm glad that you're here. If you're not a subscriber yet, please become one down there. Also like the video and share the video as well. Okay. Today's video. This video has been very much heavy on my heart for some months, and I'm just now getting around to recording this video. This is a video for people who are thinking about taking the next steps, whether you're doing this for personal reasons or for professional reasons, and even for other stylists as well, so that maybe they can send this video to potential clients. I'm doing a video on 5 things you need to consider before booking a fashion stylist. Why I decided to do this video, for a few reasons, but the main reason was a lot of people don't know really what a stylist can do, or everything that a stylist can do. And at least here where I am, St. Louis, I don't feel like people take the role of styling seriously, which is a big problem for me. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So let's go ahead and just get to the 5 things that you need to consider before booking a stylist. Number 1, you actually need to know the different types of stylists before you even go about booking a stylist. There are actually, and thanks to Black Women Who Style, if you don't follow them, if you're like a fashion enthusiast, professional stylist, you need to follow them on Instagram. I put their link in the description below. They actually just posted a few days ago the 5 different types of fashion stylists. And I think a lot of us personal stylists need to read those 5 different types, because I know even I was guilty of this, but most of all, a lot of these style coaches that try to make money off teaching people how to become personal stylists or fashion stylists or wardrobe stylists, they mix match the terms. And now that I know that the differences between all 5, I even had to go back, on my website, on my copy, on my branding, promotion, stuff like that, and make sure that I'm using the correct terms. So this was something that was very helpful for me as a fashion stylist, and as someone who, if you're in the position of booking a stylist, again, whether it's for personal reasons or professional reasons, you need to know the 5 different types, so you know exactly who you should book based on the needs and the reasons why you want to hire a stylist. So the first type of stylist is a personal stylist. For example, I do personal styling. If you would like to book a consultation, description below. But a personal stylist is someone who works with individuals to basically help them in their wardrobe needs, whether it's revamping their current wardrobe, personal shopping, it even goes into like packing services, stuff like that. So personal stylists work with individuals and identify, things that they're struggling with in their personal wardrobe journey, and create solutions in order to continuously help them evolve their personal style. So that's what a personal stylist is and does. Number 2, editorial styling. I would actually consider myself an editorial stylist as well, because I am now in the position, just under my own brand, AK Brown Studios, I am gravitating a lot towards editorial content and creating my own editorial content. And if I ever get a chance to work with not even necessarily a major magazine or publication board, just one to where I can have my hand in styling a model or styling a client for some type of publication, I would love that. So editorial, they do styling most likely for publication. So think of people who style the covers or the articles of Vogue, Elle, Harper's Bazaar, stuff like that. Or even photo shoots, for example. Any photo shoots that are used in publications, promotional material, lookbooks, stuff like that, those, you can consider those people editorial stylists. So number 3, which again, I'm so glad that Black Women Who Style put out this list because I kept referring to myself as a wardrobe stylist, but the technical term, it does not apply to me, because a wardrobe stylist are stylists who have their hand in styling people that are on TV, news, stuff like that. That's something that I don't do. It's something that I would love to do and that I'm building my portfolio to eventually do, but as of right now I don't do it, so I would not consider myself a wardrobe stylist. So a wardrobe stylist is, again, someone who works on sets for like TV, news, things of that nature, and those types of projects. The fourth one, celebrity styling. It goes without saying, these are stylists that dress some of your favorite celebrities. That's something that I probably won't do unless I kind of fall into it. I purposely won't get into celebrity styling. That's not really my forte. That's not really a realm or a niche that I have interest in gravitating towards. But again, say if you are a celebrity and you are looking to have an on-call stylist, this is why you would need to figure out, you know, the different types of stylists, so you know who to research and look out for. Because if you're on Instagram, there are a lot of people that call themselves stylists, but you need to go through their portfolios or even their Instagram feed to see, do they have more celebrity clientele, or do they have more personal stylist clientele where they're styling more just regular individuals? Those are important questions that you kind of need to ask yourself and research before booking a stylist. So the fourth type of stylist is a celebrity stylist. Number 5, last but not least, is a fashion stylist. I know it's a general term that people use, but again, that's why I'm glad that Black Women Who Style released this list, because it actually identifies the different types of stylists. So a fashion stylist is a stylist who styles and works with major house fashion brands. That's something I'm aiming for, but as of right now, I will only consider myself a personal stylist and an editorial stylist. I'm not a fashion stylist, I'm not a celebrity stylist, and I'm not a wardrobe stylist. I am only a personal stylist and an editorial stylist. And again, you need to do your research to figure out the different types of stylists, so that way you know who to actually spend your money on. And actually, let's go into the second thing that you need to consider before booking a stylist, and that's, what is your budget? Budget is something that you should consider regardless of what you do, personally or professionally. But when it comes to styling, it can impact a look or just impact the needs, the wants, the goals, and the end result as you as a client. So for example, how much money do you actually have to spend? Because that could be the difference of, for example, let's just take personal styling, since I am a personal stylist. If you don't have that much money to spend, and if you're looking to get new clothes, well, I charge $100 to start and $60 an hour. So if you only have $200 to spend clothes on, you've already depleted your budget simply by booking me. Now, I take your money all day, every day. I'm not trying to say that. But at the same time, is it better for us just to have a consultation where I charge $50 to $100, and then you can use the rest of that money to take some of the tips and tricks that I suggest to you in our consultation to update your wardrobe? Those are some of the things that I, as your potential personal stylist, are going to consider. Now, if you have money just to spend and you just need help with someone to do, again, your personal shopping, adding items, revamping, stuff like that, then that's awesome. Again, because my fee needs to be taken into consideration with budget, so you always need to ask somebody what their fee is. With that fee, what does that fee include? Does it include a consultation? Does it include feedback? Does it include some type of lookbook, shopping links? Like, you need to ask, if I'm spending X amount of dollars, what does that include? And again, as a personal stylist, if you only have a budget of $250, I'm gonna ask, is that outside of you being able to pay me, or is that your overall budget? Because if that's your overall budget, it may just be best for us just to have a quick conversation and have a consultation, so that way you can save as much as your budget as possible, utilizing the tips and tricks that I suggest to revamp your wardrobe. So, number 2, consider your budget before reaching out to a stylist. All right, so number 3, stylists are artists. We are not magicians. I'm going to repeat that. Stylists are artists. We are not magicians. I think this kind of goes for anybody in this type of service industry, especially for like makeup artists, and maybe some of my makeup artists can comment below and tell me if I'm like hitting this on the head or not with you guys too. When people book stylists, I think they expect them to take them from like this person to this person, and that's not how that works. Especially as a personal stylist, I don't want to make you unrecognizable, if that makes sense. Like editorial, okay, we're creating different illusions, different types of themes, that's fine. But at the same time, it still needs to look like you. Like, I can't transform you into someone that you're not. Especially when it comes from, or it comes to a personal styling standpoint, this has to embody your personal style. Don't book me if you're trying to emulate me and my style. I don't need no mini-me's walking around. The world don't need no more me's, okay? If I'm styling you, especially from a personal styling perspective, I'm going to give you tips, tricks, resources, and ways to elevate your wardrobe while still putting you in that wardrobe and making you more authentic and more fashionable. So, I'm an artist. I'm not a magician. And I'm not going to attempt to transform you into somebody that you're not. You know, Alicia, hypothetically, this is Alicia. Yeah, you may be my client and I'm going to make you look damn good. But you still need to look like Alicia at the end of the goddamn day. I'm not a magician, and I'm not trying to turn you into somebody or something that you're not. I'm an artist. I'm not a magician. And if you're looking to book a stylist to make you into somebody that you're not, there's some deeper things that you need to work on before coming to me. Now, here's the thing. I do image consulting, especially because I do PR, and hell, fashion and style, it comes with being kind of like a style therapist, because a lot of people that I do work with, we're trying to cover up insecurities that they have not dealt with yet. And a lot of people work with me because, hell, let's face it, I don't have necessarily the Instagrammable body. There are flaws and stuff that I talk about every day, but at the end of the day, I still flaunt my flaws. And no matter where I am, I know that I'm one of the baddest walking. It don't matter if I got a little gut out to here, I got a double chin, it don't matter. I work with people, and I tell them up front, if there's some things that you are still battling within yourself here, I can't really do nothing on the outside, because anything that I suggest to you, if you can't confidently wear it, it's just a waste, and you're just wasting the clothes. So that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, I am an artist. I'm not a magician. Stylists are artists. They're not magicians. So do not book a stylist expecting them to take you from this person to a whole new person, because that's not the goal of what styling is. Number 4. And I'm going to say this on behalf of all my stylists out there. I'm also going to say this in the most professional way, because I'm not trying to bash anybody. And luckily, for the most part, I have not experienced this with any of my clients. But I know people and fellow stylists that have experienced this. So I'm speaking for all the stylists out there. If you go through the process of booking a stylist, you have to have an open mind. And I'm going to say this the best way possible without coming off bitchy or snotty, but I know it will, so my apologies. But if you had the skills to put together outfits the way that stylists do, there would not need to be the need for you to book a stylist. So please don't come into the interaction being combative or basically having a closed mind, because apparently your way of thinking has not gotten you the recognition when it comes to fashion, style, stuff like that you were hoping for, hence why you went through the trouble to book a stylist. Okay, now look, fashion and style is very much subjective. People like different things. There are a lot of people that think I'm stylish, and there are a lot of people that think I don't. That's fine. And I'm not trying to say that a stylist is necessarily more fashionable than you. It's more so, especially for me, I'm more visual than most people and can put together things when it comes to fashion, style, and how things are paired together or can look together better than people that I work with, which is why I work with them. For example, if I go into a Target, I can already picture how I can put that shirt, this, and all that together. Most people can't. That's why they hire someone like me. So if you're going through the trouble of actually booking a stylist, don't go in and close mind, because you're wasting their time and you're wasting your money. If you already have in your head, well, I'm not going to wear this, I'm not going to wear this. So then why are you booking a stylist then? A stylist is to help you somewhat get out of your comfort zone and to kind of show you, like, yeah, you can wear this. This is how you can wear it. Even if you thought, again, if your thought process worked, there wouldn't be a reason for you to book a stylist. So why be closed-minded? Take the experience for everything that it is, their suggestions, their tips, their tricks, any resources that they give you. Okay, even if it's a one-time thing and you don't necessarily plan to work with a stylist ever again, take the experience for everything that it is and be open-minded. So number 4, have an open mind. Don't be a difficult client. Please don't. And actually, speaking of difficult clients, let's go ahead and go to number 5. This is the last point. Be collaborative. When it comes to being collaborative, this is the main thing. Yes, when you book a stylist, they technically are working for you. But at the same time, we're providing you a service in hopes of establishing our styling aesthetic that should look different from other stylists and creatives in the fashion industry. So if you're not looking to take my ideas into consideration when I'm trying to construct a look for you, whether it's personal styling, editorial styling, or even celebrity styling, I'm going to take wardrobe and fashion out, just because for the most part we do have to style them based on, certain critiques and criterias from the fashion houses or like the networks and stuff like that. But mainly when it comes to personal styling, celebrity styling, and editorial styling, we're pouring our aesthetic and our creative process into that look. And it should not embody all of your ideas to the point where no one could tell or can tell that, for example, I styled you. It should still have that AK aesthetic in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And just with any type of business collaboration, it should always be collaborative. It should never be a one-sided conversation. That's why, for example, consultations, in my opinion, are very much needed and should be the first step in any type of style client and style professional relationship. We should be able to know from you what you're looking for. You should be able to know from us kind of what we're thinking and what we're going to provide. Even after that conversation, there should be ongoing conversations like, hey, I saw this, or I saw these few things based on our conversation. Let me know what you're thinking. Yes, no, well, I do like that. Maybe let's try this. It should be an ongoing collaborative conversation. It should not be all one-sided to where the stylist is just taking everything. Even with some of the editorial looks that I do, this one look that I just did, as you can see, with my good friend Monique, she came for content day, and we did a WAP inspired look. Now, yeah, it's basically a WAP inspired look from Cardi B, Megan, their music video, but at the same time, I still wanted to send her those pieces beforehand and be like, do you like these? would this still fit your aesthetic and what you would or could wear? Like, take the hairpiece off. You can wear this to the club. Would you wear this to the club? Would you wear this out? At the end of the day, it needs to be collaborative. Yes, it needs to be my vision, but it also needs to, you know, have your elements in it and vice versa. I'm serving you, but it still needs to have my elements in it as well. So when you're going to book a stylist, again, if you're not open, if you're not collaborative, the relationship is not going to work. All right, you guys, so those were the 5 points to consider before booking a stylist. I really wanted to do this video just because in my journey of perfecting some of my product, services, and processes as a stylist for previous clients and potential clients, I kind of realized that everybody cannot be your client, and that's just with any type of business. You cannot service everybody. Styling is a little bit different because you can eventually, or essentially, I'm sorry, try to elevate everybody's wardrobe, but again, you can't service everybody for some of those points. Everybody may not have the budget to book you. They may not be ready to book a stylist, whether that's because there are some things internally that they have to figure out and kind of conquer before they can fix the outside. They may not be as open as they claim that they are in order to even work with a stylist, and they just may not be collaborative. At the end of the day, this is still a business partnership. This is still a business service that you're providing, and sometimes there are clients that we have to step back from because some of those points do come into consideration. And as a client or a potential client of a stylist, again, take those 5 points and make sure that you're able to answer or check off all of them before you book a stylist. Because if you're not ready to book a stylist, just because, for one, you don't know what type of stylist that you want to book, you don't even know if you have the budget to book a stylist, you are looking for the stylist to kind of do something that they don't have the capabilities of doing, you're not open, and you're not going to be collaborative, you may have to go back to the drawing board to see if having a stylist is the right thing for you. So with that being said, if there are any more topics that you guys want me to cover when it comes to styling, whether from a client standpoint or a professional standpoint, drop them below. This is actually my week to pump out content because I took a week off. So you should be seeing more videos from me very, very soon. And until then, again, make sure to subscribe if you have not done so. Like, share the video, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.